doing it.
Yeah.
That weight cutting game is a crazy game, and you got a wild career, man. Because you start off at heavyweight, you go down to 205, and now down to 85. Has anybody else done that and been as successful as you? I don't think so.
I don't think anybody's. I don't think anybody's gone down. You know, Conor McGregor's gone up. He hasn't been as successful, but he's just successful in anything he does. You know,
right?
So.
But I'm saying, like, has anybody ever started out as a heavyweight and gotten down to become an elite middleweight?
No, I don't think.
I think you're the only guy.
Before, yeah.
It's what?
Well, Vitor's gone up. He's fought up at heavyweight.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah,
he's fought up at light heavyweight.
Middleweight would have been his correct weight class.
Yeah.
I think if he started today, like what he wound up in, I think that's the correct weight class with weight cutting.
Well, I would say the same thing about me too. You know, I'm not no natural heavyweight.
Right.
So,
right.
And I knew that while I was fighting heavyweight. I was just an undisciplined heavyweight, if you will. You know. So.
Well, you probably walk around at heavyweight all the time.
Well, absolutely, yeah. I think a lot of us middleweights walk around at light heavyweight or above
even,
the light above the light heavyweight limit. Yeah.
Like, what is the heaviest you get when you're walking around? Be honest.
As a middleweight now?
Yes.
The heaviest I've gotten was 125. No, 225. Sorry.
225.
Yeah. So I'm about 220 right now. But I haven't been back to training as consistently as I would like to be.
It's so crazy that you say that so casually because you look great, you look super fit, and the idea of you being able to lose that much weight is so bonkers.
Yeah. Well, you know, water weighs a lot. You know what I mean? So I burn a lot of water.
Well, that's also there's like I guess they break it down when you do it with someone like, you know, that's a real expert in dehydration. They break it down like how much muscle mass you have. And the more muscle mass you have, you can actually, muscle's mostly water. You can suck more. That's why guys like Yoel Romero were able to make, 185 when he's a big guy.
Yeah.
He's fucking big.
Yeah. Just a thick thing, from top to bottom.
The idea that guy's 185 for even more than 13 seconds.
Yeah. Like not anymore, right? He's
not anymore.
205?
Yeah, now he's doing 205. Yeah. But, he's a top contender at 185 for a long time.
Yeah.
Without
but those were hard
cutting.
weight cuts for him, though, right?
Yeah.
Because he was so big, I would say. But I wasn't never there for any of them, so what do I know?
When you do yours, how far out do you just start to change your diet, and like how much time did they, like if the UFC calls you up and says we want you to fight for a world title in 2 weeks?
In 2 weeks?
You can't get down there.
In 2 weeks?
Well,
I haven't done it before, but I'm sure I could. Hell yeah, I could. Right?
But you wouldn't want to. Ideally, what would you want to? Like, how much time do you need to get all the way down to healthy?
I would comfortably 4 weeks at the
4 weeks.
at the least. You know what I mean? But 6 weeks to be is a general consensus for fight camps. 8 weeks for those who want to put a little extra on it.
Right, but like, how much of the camp is centered around being careful with your weight? How much do you think about it?
I would say the whole camp.
The whole camp.
You know what I mean? Because when I'm not in camp and I don't have a fight coming up, I don't really pay attention to, my portion sizes.
Yes.
And that's the big thing is the portion sizes and the quality of the meats that I'm putting in my body as well, So I changed from eating less red meat for sure. I eat more salmon, more fish. And portion sizes, again, for me is important. The work output, as long as I'm going to the gym, making my appointments that I've made for myself, and I'm going to the gym twice a day, I burn it off, and I sweat off a lot too, So I can, as long as I got at least 4 weeks, I can make it happen. And where I'm at now. But when I'm training, you know what I mean? I'm around 210, 215, and all I have to do is change my diet. I'll drop about 10, 12 pounds in about 2 or 3 weeks, and then cut the weight during fight week.
Well, that's not that much then. So then you're really just cutting about 10 fight week?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a healthy way to do it.
Yeah. No, I'm not showing up fight week at 220. Yeah. No, absolutely not.
Well, there's some guys that have done some wild cuts, some really wild ones, where you're just like, did you just not prepare for this at all? Did you just try to wing it? Did you put it off? Like, how did you allow yourself to come in so big and try to cut so much?
Who
just
knows
miscalculations.
Or maybe just to get called with an opportunity that they couldn't refuse, even no
Right.
matter what
And they actually
state that
shouldn't.
they're